Hey everyone, welcome to Mountain Beast Mysteries. This past weekend I was just out at the Alberta habituation site north of Nordegg. Got to see some really cool stuff. However, my trip was interrupted. Something really funny and weird happened. And it kind of ruined my whole weekend and all of my plans. So I said last week that Expedition Sasquatch 3 would be ready this week, but it's going to be delayed probably another week until I can go back out there. You'll see why when the film's done. It was just really funny. I ran into a couple of researchers out there who I'm not a big fan of, and their credibility is not very good. They're not really, they're not thought of too highly in the Alberta Bigfoot community. So anyways, that's that. Today's video I'm going over a piece of footage from 2014. It's the CHRISTINA Todd turkey hunting Bigfoot footage. I'm sure everyone's seen it. ThinkerThunker did an analysis of it. He did a pretty thorough job, I think. But as the story goes, she was out turkey hunting, and she's sitting there all dressed in camo, hiding out, and she's filming it on her cell phone. It looks to be a flip phone, very low definition, vertical video. The video starts off with her filming herself, and here, you can have a quick look.
Here, let's see if you guys can tell. I'm so startled right now. I'm so startled. Yeah, it looks like there's two Bigfoots. I don't know. It looks like he's got a dead deer in his arm or something. I'm not sure. Oh my god, I think he sees me. I have to go.
So as you can see, she appears to be pretty scared and shaken up. I feel kind of weird about the stuff she's saying, like, I'm so startled. I'm really startled right now. I'm just so startled. I think I see Bigfoots. The lines she's delivering don't seem very genuine to me, but who knows? I don't know. Everyone would react differently in that situation, so it's hard to say. However, when the camera switches to in front of her and you can see these creatures moving by, they do appear to be walking. Very similar, I think, very similar to the Patterson Bigfoot. Like, they have that typical lumbering walk. Their arms look really long. Their kneecaps look kind of lower, like the bend in their knees looks really low, and they're hunched over, right? They have that kind of forward lean. And I guess the most interesting thing is that they seem to be carrying something. It looks like they have something draped over their arm, and they're thought to be dead deer carcasses. Now, it's really hard to tell with the video. It's so pixelated you can't see any detail. At that range, I feel like she'd be able to identify what they are. And if she thinks they're Bigfoots, they're probably going to be Bigfoots, because I think the only way you could really misidentify it at that range is if it was two hunters wearing ghillie suits instead of normal camouflage. You know, the ghillie suits have the long strands of jute and burlap, and you know, there was a case where a kid put on a ghillie suit and he ran out onto a road trying to hoax people and make them think that they saw Bigfoot, and then he ended up getting hit. He got flattened out on the road, turned into a pancake. But that's the only reason I can think of that it could be a misidentification, because, you know, she's out there hunting. It's very possible that there's other people out there hunting, but they do have this strange look to them, and the way they move is very similar to other pieces of Bigfoot footage that I've seen. There's one part in the video where one of the creatures bends over and picks something up. ThinkerThunker thinks that it's a baby. I think it's too hard to tell what it is. But as far as their appearance goes, they look big. They look big. They have the same color. It looks like almost like a lighter gray color, but that could just be attributed to the sun shining on them. I don't know. You know, if I was in her position and I had my camera with the 4K video and the long telephoto lens, if they were real Bigfoot, it would have been the most amazing piece of footage, I think. It's a shame she just had her cell phone, but most of the time you're out there, you're not really expecting to see anything like that. I mean, she was only expecting to see turkeys, and she got quite a bit more than that. I can't really give a definitive answer as to if I think this is real or if I think it's a hoax. I don't like her reaction. I have a weird feeling about it, but Thinker Thunker actually went in and he was like counting how many times she blinked and looking at the size of her pupils to see if she was actually in distress. But I feel like if you were really nervous that you were hoaxing something and you were making a video like that, you'd probably be stressed out anyways, just because of the circumstance and the situation. You know, you're about to make a big lie. Your pupils will probably dilate as well, and you'll be blinking a lot too. If I was gonna hoax a Bigfoot, I'd be using a low quality camera. I know that, just to cover up all the fine details. You know, I'm not gonna go and hoax a Bigfoot with a 4K or 6K camera. You'd definitely be able to look at it and determine if it was real or fake. You'd want the blurry, pixelated video. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button before you leave. If you want to support the channel, check out the Patreon page, and we'll see you next time on Mountain Beast Mysteries.